I'm going to start recording our lesson. So in your notes, you're going to see Miss Neville's going to highlight. Miss Neville's going to highlight what you need to write down in your notes. So here, is it a mess? Sorry. Here, what we're going to find is you need to write in your notes, classifying animals, introduction to taxonomy. Classifying animals, introduction to taxonomy. So our learning objective for today is you, the student, will be able to identify how organisms are classified. Now we're going to be learning some new words today, so it's going to be really, really important for you. It's going to be really, really important for you to highlight any words you see that are new, okay? So the student will be able to identify how organisms are classified. These are some words that are new to us. So let's go ahead and get that done.
Miss Neville, your screen is not shared.
I'm sorry. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we're going to start classifying and I don't want us to say classifying animals. Let's instead say classifying organisms. Classifying organisms, okay? So we're classifying organisms, and Ms. Neville's going to be introducing you to taxonomy. Ms. Neville's going to be introducing you to taxonomy. Take some time, please, to finish writing that down. So let's go on. When we're talking about classifying animals specifically, when we're looking at animals, it's important for us to know all types of organisms, all types of living things can be classified. But let's look specifically here at animals. We see here a family of bears. What's there, you can look at them and see they all have common traits. They all have common traits, but these bears are very different from one another. They live in different places. They have different types of fur, different faces, okay? And so it's important for us to realize that they are all commonly related, just like you're related to a cousin, but they are not of the same species. That's important, especially, as we look at the question here in our notes, what does it mean to classify? What does it mean to classify? And we want to make sure we understand that classifying means sorting based on common or shared characteristics. You do not have to draw that family of bears. You do need to write down anything Ms. Neville has highlighted.
Miss Neville,
Yes.
I actually know what most of those bears are. There's the grizzly bear, the panda bear, the black bear, the polar bear, the white-chested bear, the sun bear, and the dwarf bear.
Cool. Good job, Noah. Remember, I'm recording this lesson, so if at any time Miss Neville goes too fast for you, feel free to watch the recorded lesson after I release it to my YouTube channel and here in Schoology in your blue folder. So our next, what we're going to be talking about now, let's start delving deeper. We're going to start discussing taxonomy. Taxonomy, okay? And so the question we have here, and the picture we'll be drawing today, okay? The question we have here is, what is taxonomy? So it's how we sort organisms. It's the process of scientists sorting organisms. And just like if one of your parents is sorting clothes to wash them, scientists kind of do the same thing. What characteristics does this animal have that makes him a lizard, or puts him in the reptile phylum, or phylum? What scales does this fish have, or does this animal has that makes it more of a fish than an amphibian? And so we're going to start digging deeper into that conversation as we study how animals are classified or sorted. So you'll notice here, and we're going to add a group down here at the bottom, and it's actually the largest group. Domain. We're adding domain here at the very bottom. So as we go up, you'll find domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. And if someone would please turn on your mic and let me know, what do you see happening with the size of these groups the higher we go up the pyramid?
They're getting smaller.
Very good. Yeah, those groups are getting smaller. And so what we'll find here, our groups go from large to smallest. So we want to think of it like a bowl. That domain is huge. That domain has the biggest bowl. So it's able to fit the most stuff inside. The species bowl is the smallest. So what we need to understand here is that more organisms are able to fit in the larger group and less organisms are able to fit in the smaller group. That's done on purpose because we go from using this hierarchy, which we'll learn what that is in a second. Using this hierarchy, we go from the most broad characteristics to the most specific characteristics. Okay? So we start to become more picky. We start to become more picky here. If you don't finish this picture on this slide, it's okay. You're about to see this picture again. So let's dig a little bit deeper. And we're still drawing that picture. That's okay. And what we see here is we're starting to look at a hierarchy. Okay? When that question pops up here, what is a hierarchy? It's important for us to understand that the hierarchy is a ranking system. So you're able to see here, we want to make sure we don't forget domain. That the higher we go up this hierarchy, the more specific we become with animals. If we're talking about animals here, because you can classify plants as well. That word broad means many. Many organisms can fit in this large bowl. But as we go up, we're going to find that there's only one species here. So only one animal will fit here in this species. Tomorrow, you're going to see us do some guided practice with this, where we're going to do some drag and drops together as a class, okay, where we're going to be able to look at putting this work into action. So I wanted to talk to you today about where you can find these notes and how you can watch this recorded lesson. You guys are old pros at that. And rewind it if you need to. Watch the whole thing over again so that you're sure that you understand the beginnings of taxonomy, okay? So Ms. Neville's going to stop sharing her screen here.